What is up, folks? Welcome to the third episode of my Knights playthrough. In the previous two episodes, we've had multiple successful wars, one being over conquering most of the area of Moria on the mainland, and of course, vassalizing Circassia. We also fought a war to humiliate our rival, and last episode, we managed to take 20 development worth from Venice, and of course that was within the rest of our previously established states. So feeling really good about that. Now, when we last left off, I'm really poor. Unfortunately, I lost both units, but also navy in our previous wars, so I'm not in the best shape in that regard. And I was gonna push back, embracing the Renaissance. However, I changed my mind, and the reason is because the sooner we embrace the Renaissance, the sooner we start gaining more splendor. And with that in mind, it's going to be a long time here before it's embraced in any other province. So it's present here in Crete. I'm just going to go ahead and embrace. And I'm beginning to stress now about how poor we are. But as we have expanded, so have our loan sizes expanded. So that is what it is. We're doing really bad financially. And yeah, we're doing bad in just about every regard, but we're surviving and we're prospering in the sense that we're conquering dudes. Now we're 3 years away from raiding, which is going to give us, we seem to sort of operate in 10-year cycles of prosperity. So our rebel factions have come around here. In just about every bloody province we have unrest. That's certainly an issue. That's not true. 2 of our provinces are stable. Most of them are not. But we can see the rebel sizes here are 10k at maximum, and we're up to 11k force limit. The issue is, of course, we're not making any money. But it is what it is. Now, I have some real bad news, guys, and that's that Cyprus was vassalized by the Mamelukes. Now, I anticipated this might happen. I've never played the Mamelukes, but I think it must be an event that they get. It's just that it was so early. It's been only 18 years. From my experience, it usually happens nearer to around the year 1500. But no, I mean, Cyprus is now a subject of the MEMS. So I'm disappointed about that, and otherwise, we're gonna get into things here. We took our first idea group of religious, and of course, desperately in need of that 3 missionary strength to convert our country up. I also have forts, 2 forts. We could stop maintaining our fort, but I love the fact that we actually have some army tradition. And I did also want to inform you guys, I noticed in between episodes that the Austrians managed to get onto Venice itself. So that's really interesting because the Austrians are going to basically 100% Venice here. And he's going to become really, really downsized, and it's going to be interesting because we have the potential. He should become a valid rival. Remain a valid rival, rather, as we're so small. And it's going to make it that much more realistic, continuing to conquer him in the future. Now, with that being said, guys, I also noticed that France is at war with Burgundy, and it might be hard enough of a war to deter him from backing up Genoa. Now, Genoa is in the Empire, but the Palatinate is the Emperor, and the Palatinate is getting wrecked right now. Meaning that I might be able to declare a war versus Genoa and his trade league. We established that his navy was really strong. So 3 heavies, yeah. But it's one to keep in mind. I might make a claim. What we might find is the Ottomans, he also has a claim. Yeah, the Ottomans might declare that war. It's not unheard of. I've definitely seen it happen. I'm going to try to make a claim and kind of undermine the Ottomans if we're given that opportunity. In fact, we can claim up a lot of Genoan land because we also own Teodoro. Now, Circassia, guys, has some claims, some cores, but I'm really hesitant to actually spread his influence as he has 50% increased cost, coring cost, which also affects Diplo annexation, by the way. 50% increased coring cost. So I think actually I'm just going to integrate him, begin integrating him. We're doing fairly well on Diplo points, and I'm going to try to free up another slot, as I am beginning to feel quite vulnerable, actually, guys. And speaking of which, our diplomat is open. Let's see. I could grab some alliances on the fly. Oh, the other thing is Ferrara desires this province. I wonder if Venice gets reduced down, if Ferrara would be that much more inclined to help us against him. Let's go for him anyway. He's got about 7-8k that he can muster here fairly easy. He's the equivalent of something like Bosnia anyway. And yeah, that is what it is. We're just going about our business now. We just dropped below 50 power projection. It seems like no matter what I do, we just got out of a war and taking land from Venice. The only real opportunity that I see to fight a war, guys, is once the Ottomans are out. It looks to me like the easiest war they can go to is against Karaman. Definitely he desires that, and once that he's got his claims. And I'm thinking about attacking Karaman simply to get our power projection back up, and if we can make it to the... if we can 100% him, like, just get one occupation, and then the Ottomans annex everything else, we've 100%ed him, we can show strength, giving us power projection, and those monarch points. That's what we're kind of looking at here. And otherwise, I'm getting near to that stability, kind of, from the Pope. If we can take more papal influence from another ruler or heir, as our rulers and heirs are getting old. There we go. There we go. Venice gets wrecked. So Hungary, our ally, did not expand, unfortunately, but Austria did expand big time. 3 provinces of quite high development. Now, that's not going to help him become the emperor anytime soon. He is not the emperor, unfortunately. That's not going to help him with the aggressive expansion, but... oh, he also took Ravensburg. So he had already separate pieced Ravensburg and annexed it. He doesn't even have a military ruler there. Damn. Well, naturally, I've already improved my relations with Austria, and I'd like to seek him as an ally, as well. So Hungary has a long-ass truce with Venice, much longer than ours, way longer, 8-9 years longer than our truce. But that's somewhere we could use our favors in the future, and yeah, Venice may be a bit of a pushover in the future. Okay, France is no longer at war, but he took Burgundy down a notch, and the Empire would be doing pretty well if it wasn't the Palatinate, this weakling. I do suggest that the Ottomans are going to attack the Empire, Genoa. Oh, except he's allied to France, so maybe not. But if France hinders, I suggest that he will. I wonder if we can get our loyalty up with the clergy here without... how about that, 15? There we go. Get that papal influence and yearly devotion. We're in need of that. +1 papal influence per year is really nice. For sure, I want to reach that stability to help us convert our country. Right now, I don't want to place these down, even though we can progress, because I don't want to deal with the missionary maintenance, guys. We're so poor. We're just chilling here, kind of, until I can raid. And I am sorry to report that we might not be doing anything this episode, but I am getting nearer and nearer to embracing, or taking rather, this age bonus of transfer subjects. And I noticed, like, we're pretty comparable to, like, Tunis. Tunis doesn't have very good diplomacy. I wonder if he continues to decline here in Africa. And then after integrating Circassia, we could take him as a subject. Also, I can begin fabricating on the MEMS, and I think I'm going to do that in anticipation. You know, let's get a fabrication on Cyprus, and I can. It kind of seems like a waste, but I can claim these very low dev provinces here. Either way, let's get a claim on Cyprus so that when we take that age bonus, we can claim up the land that we desire. As we might find the Ottomans go into Karaman and then soon after into... I'm confused as to why QQ is helping Georgia. He must have warned AQ and AQ just didn't give it a F because he can call in his allies, I guess. Yeah. Either way, AQ's destroying in that war, but it's taking a long time. I should just be happy that the Ottomans are preoccupied, I suppose, and not killing us. I need more troops, lads. I need more troops to defend against these rebels. So as my manpower reestablishes itself, I'm just going to build them up. I suspect we're going to be taking some debt loans here shortly. Oh yeah, it also occurred to me that Bosnia desired Dalmatia. So for anybody who is kind of trying to simulate what I'm doing, I suppose, and was looking for someone to help them in that war against Venice for in exchange for promised land, Dalmatia would have actually, excuse me, Bosnia would have actually done it as he desired Dalmatia. Anyways, Venice just attacked Serbia here. It seems kind of strange that he would just go straight into another war, but there you go. He's definitely only a shadow of his former self. And we can see that Milan has expanded by the tune of 42 development. That ain't no joke. Milan is definitely slowly, if he keeps this up, he's becoming the kind of most influential... Well, dude, the Emperor's no joke either with his diplomacy, to be fair. Like, that's quite formidable. It's going to be all about the Palatinate not backing up the Empire if we attack it, or other people will be thinking the same thing. Yeah, Milan there with 17,000 troops. It's good, man. Hopefully he can help us. He is still arriving Venice, and we're slowly accumulating favors with him. I'm not sure how we're supposed to get those 190 relations with Circassia apart from time. So there's that. Oh, guys, and I was also thinking that perhaps Hungary is not having a good game. Let's face it, guys. He should be going in against Wallachia for sure before the Ottomans do. He's too stupid to even desire it, which doesn't really make sense. But anyway, I was thinking that perhaps I'm strong enough to kind of handle Venice as well. That's another thing we should consider. Especially if I can pull Austria if he flips friendly. As we're chilling here over 100 relations. And what I might try to do is kind of go for the PLC instead. The PLC right now looks just more strategically valuable. He's doing just fine. He's taking one province here and he's expanding into the Teutons with ease. So he seems to be doing just fine. His stability's up and his prestige is up. Hopefully no randomly losing the unions for him at this stage. And he is rivaling, but also desires the, which is not always the case, Ottoman land. He's got claim here, so he would help us in a pinch. Now, he actually seems somewhat achievable if we get rid of that -50 modifier with Hungary. So, I'm thinking about trading them, basically. Maybe myself and Milan can handle Venice, sort of at this point. Anyway, if I have a spare diplomat free just chilling around, I'm going to try to max my relations with Poland and see if I can just switch them on the fly. because I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable with our current diplomacy, and I think if the PLC was backing me up, he doesn't have too many relations. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. What we might find, because of the theater that we're in, as we continue to expand in power, he could actually rival me. Are you serious? We're really struggling with the devotion, guys. That's not good. That's not good. We got revolts coming along everywhere here, which are 10k, most of them. But I seem to be slowly building up my army and making it to the point in which we can raid. Doesn't look to me like there's anything I can add to the nobility without freaking them out. Aristocratic coup or whatever. Alright. So, interestingly, we have Theodora over here and I can claim things in the Black Sea. We could fight that war. That looks really easy to me. I could take him out. That's 6 development. Let's do that. We could make it really fast and decisive and it could be productive. But literally every province we take is rebels, man. Rebels. All day, every day. Our rulers / heirs could die at any stage. And then we're kind of in a similar spot of trying to roll nice RNG. Now I noticed here, guys, that this ruler's old. We might see Aragon fall into an Iberian wedding. I hope you guys don't mind the change of pace, by the way, guys. Not every episode is going to be full of warfare. Like, as you can see, we're barely holding on here. And I'm actually happy with that. Like, I'm enjoying myself right now. But I hope that, you guys understand that we might go through an episode here in such a precarious situation that we don't even fight a war. And we're kind of hanging out, waiting for our truce, etc. to change. With that being said, guys, I'm hoping that Aragon doesn't get Iberian wedding. He could, if we're unlucky, but I reckon that guy could survive another, few years and get him out of regency. Obviously, if he gets a queen regent, then a queen's on the throne, Castile will PU him. But as it happens right now, he seems safe. And the reason I say that is because we could find Castile sort of overrunning Aragon, as he has been, and Naples freeing himself, or alternatively, one or both of them being in a tight spot. Now, we could use this claims on claims to claim up, for example, Sicily, and if he's getting wrecked and we feel like we can defeat him at sea, we could go in and take over Sicily, for example. As there is a fort there, the development will be worth a significant amount of war score and the ticking war score. And just if we have superior navy, especially with the help of Castile, that's definitely plausible and doable in my opinion. And that would greatly expand. If we could get Corsica or any of these Italian islands, I say Corsica when I was thinking about attacking Genoa, it's a possibility in the future. That will allow us to raid along the North African coast, which will be beneficial, having an increased area in which to raid. Speaking of which, can we raid now? Seems like it. Excellent. Now, I think some of these areas are not sort of going to be done, I guess, simultaneously around the same time. So the Greeks are in, Rhodes. That's a problem. Well, here we go. I hope that we feel good after raiding this. Damn it, I missed that sea. Come on. I hope that we feel good after these raids, like affluent, I mean. Because I'd like to build some navy up, and we're just so poor. Some areas, like that area, the Bay of Alexandria, is just so wealthy because we're raiding high development provinces, whereas the Gulf of Bomba gave us hardly anything. I think it gave us 5 ducats, which is nothing. But beginning to make a decent amount. There it is. The Ottomans declare on Karaman. Alright, so I'm actually going to do the same thing, but let us kind of prepare better by finishing up these raids. Well, I feel like we got quite a surplus of cash, that's good. So we're obviously hoping, yeah, so this can't be done for 3 years. I was trying to do it all in unison and I kind of freaked out if I recall correctly because we're so poor and I just raided whatever I could. But we're going to try to kind of raid things, get them around the same time. Like, if I'm slightly inefficient, I don't really care because it will just be easier in the long run. Okay, this is something we've got to watch out for. We will be at war with the Golden Horde if we declare this. So is that something I'm willing to do? We've got rebels to deal with anyway. So I might try. How many transports do I have? 7. Jeez, man, these islands revolting are stressful. I should be claiming though. Georgia seems to have no diplomacy. Let's make a claim there. You know, the Ottomans went back to war and I should be happy with that because this is something I've been thinking about a lot. Sorry to just change my thought process like that, guys. I think we should get like at least one heavy ship if we want to start standing a chance at sea. I might go for 2. Two heavies. But the thing is, we're so low on galleys. Uh-oh. My mouse had a bit of a freak out there. Sorry about that. The thing is, guys, we're mostly transport, so our cogs are kind of tanky. We just don't have enough galleys to do the damage, so that's why I find it such a hard decision. It's going to be expensive, and I'm not honestly sure that it's going to be worth it. This devotion is stressing me out. When can I take points from the admin here? 11 years. So, did we stop the revolt in Rhodes? No, they're still mad. Okay, well we might not declare this war, guys. Oh, no way. Nice, dude. Stability. Feels good, man. It helps out our conversion strength. We could actually convert Naxos, it looks like. Let's do it. Try to stop our devotion being so bad. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna fight this war. It's a shame, damn it. But we'll have another rival option. Maybe I can do Genoa here and he'll be easy, I don't know. Or Georgia, rather, excuse me. I'm so bad at that, man. I always say something. My mouth just runs ahead of my brain. I don't think it through. Well, this looks definitely achievable. If we ditched Hungary. The question is, are we willing to ditch Hungary? Is it stupid to do so? Oh no! Oh no, Milan. Milan's getting wrecked. Uh-oh. I hope Milan doesn't get separate pieced and weakened, but he probably will, honestly. I'm trying to think. I have to be smart about this, guys. Well, Hungary is kind of protected from being attacked, I would say, because he's got Austria and France. So the Ottomans, I don't think Hungary himself is going to decline anytime soon. But I just don't feel like he's that strong compared to the PLC to defend us. I think I've made up my mind. I mean, if Milan declines, though, maybe we need help against Venice. He's still got a freaky navy despite being small. Frick. I'm struggling. I feel like a war is going to break out here soon between the Mams and the Ottomans. It's kind of inevitable. Um, Jeez, I hope I don't regret this. I'm going to do it. I want Poland anyway. I want Poland. Not Hungary. I'm trying to manage right now, guys, but my mouse is completely freaking out. So I'm just warning you guys about that. I'll just try to fix it really quick. Sorry. It's actually a good mouse. I shouldn't be doing that. It doesn't usually have a problem. Alright, we have embraced the Renaissance, which means we can be a little bit more sparing with our deploy points. This is only going to get cheaper and cheaper. I'm not too worried about innovativeness at all. Oh, jeez. I was just worried rebels would spawn on there while we're not ready to fight them. We're going to have rebels spawning all over, man. Jeez. This is brutal. Greeks. They're going to spawn in Naxos. And then when I go to fight them, they're going to spawn in Achaea. Then I'm going to have to assault the hills. Cretans are spawning. Life's hard. Now I can pass this to actually get a development reduction by 10%. So if I appease the burghers here, and then use the edict, and then pass that, we could develop for cheaper. But I might hold on to it for later. The other thing is culture. There's separatism here. I'm thinking about converting. We've obviously accepted the Greek culture, which is good culture, but we don't get any benefit from the cultural group. I'm just thinking about my Diplo points. I shouldn't think so hard about it. We're good. Let's just deal with these rebels. There's Crete. God dang it. Well, he's got 3 shock, you bastard. I might just let them be successful for now while we hang out and try to fight the other ones. Mamelukes administrating an empire. The Ottomans are the second great power of the world right now, apparently. I mean, the fact that he got the Crimea like that for free was pretty big. Nice. So that was the, Oh, that was the Greek rebels faction? Okay, cool. I thought it was a Chian or something, but nice. We seem to be in a better spot than I realized. Alright. Now, who feels like getting our asses handed to us by rebels? Am I using my ear here? No, I'm not using anybody. Did my general die and I did not realize? I'm not sure what happened. I guess... I really don't want to spend my military points, but I feel like my hand is forced. There we go. If only that wasn't shock. That could be big. I think that we don't suffer from the boarding issue with all of this maneuver, right? So, still, we're outnumbered. It's going to be hard to win this. We do. Brutal. Oh my god. Oh my god. Self-sabotage there. Oh. I'm cringing. That was so bad. I didn't mean to, guys. I didn't mean to. Okay, so did you guys see what happened? I moved away and it forced... There was nowhere to retreat. Okay. Okay. It was really bad. This is going to be really hard to deal with. Okay. Okay, this is not good. Crap. There goes my cavalry. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. That was the biggest blunder of this whole playthrough so far. There goes my money. I don't know what to do. This guy's not going to go anywhere because he's just Cretan. The stupid Cretans. Frick. This is really bad, dude. That PLC, though. Just keep it together, man. You protect me, PLC, okay? He's still got his same starting heir there, or ruler. Which is sad. I kind of wish he would die. No manpower. Oh man, that was a blunder. We can't afford mistakes like that at all. I don't have the bloody cash. Perhaps, is it worth my while just fighting these wars while we can? Oh, Genoa's got an ally again. Frick, I wish so badly that I was sitting on that island when it spawned. This general died. That's really good for us. For our chances of defeating him in the future. Now, are you chilling at peace, Castile? No, he's not. He's not. What about his truce? His truce is up with Aragon. See, I'm wondering if this war can prevent Austria from backing up Aragon and then Castile goes in against him. That's what I want to see. But he's about to make it out of the threat of Iberian wedding firing, so that's going well. And you know what? I think this is where I want to prepare a ton of claims. And I'll do it against the Mamelukes as well. By claims, I mean... with this age bonus, which we're soon going to get, make claims off of claims. Okay, let's try this again and hopefully not, you know, I don't know, monk, throw the whole game. That would be good. Let's go. I'm about to convert my first province, guys, which will... Yep. Rough, dude. This is rough. That time we got the negative rolls. I don't know why that is. This is killing me, quite literally. Poland's influencing us. Wow, thank you, Poland. Giving us a military point per month. Legend. Thank you, Poland. Worth. So worth. Poland's superior than Hungary in this game. I don't know what the solution is, though, for our troubles that we're experiencing. Apart from keep trying. I could obviously do that. Wait for transport. It might be our, like, only hope. Oh, man. That money that we threw away, though, this is gonna break my bank. I'm so glad. I'm so tilted that that happened. Okay, so I came in from the Gulf. Why would that affect? Dude, the Highlands. This is so defendable. Ugh. Ugh. These bloody rebels, man. Okay, that's dying to... Ooh, interesting. I'm wondering if Caraman disappears here, which I think he is. No way. Stability. Feels good, man. Yes. Yes. 3 stability. Amazing. Excellent. That helps out our missionary strength even more. Fantastic. So where is one of these provinces that has already revolted and has no unrest? I guess here? 62 months, so be it. So be it. Wow, okay, we can spend our Diplo points on something, or not Diplo points, Papal points. As a monastic order, guys, we are not going to lose stability. We've gotten 3 stability events in 3 episodes. And count me very pleased with that. That's awesome. So I guess... let's try to increase our tax income, which is going to have like a very trivial effect, I'm sorry to say, as it's 15% of 2.4. But we need whatever bonus we can, especially in regards to economy right now. We're like 7 years away from rating. That's not good. It's not even close, really. Otherwise, Caraman just disappeared. It's AQ. My options are AQ or the Horde. Well, I feel pretty bad about those options, honestly. Frick. Hmm. Horde's tick is bad. I think it's a matter of time until the Golden Horde falls apart and we get another rival slot there, and it's definitely possible, actually, now I think about it. If he's getting attacked by Muscovy, for example, and just wrecked, we could go in for show strength against him. We could have pulled that off, by the way, guys, because I saw the occupation kept breaking of the Ottomans. We could have done a show strength war against him, Caraman, but unfortunately, we're kind of collapsing. And with that being said, I'm not so desperate for the clergy. Like, it's still a priority as far as I'm concerned, but we're not... There's the general that I was hoping for earlier. Let's just roll it. Hopefully he's got some more shock on him. Oh, God. We could really do an option that gives us devotion, like that. But it takes away from the loyalty from this. Uh... Problems! Screw it. And our air is really bad. That makes me feel depressed. This game all of a sudden is not going as well. Milan survived without getting destroyed. Austria expands. Interesting. We have enemy of Austria. He took economic ideas, god dang it. He's not flipping friendly though. Austria's starting to get some votes. It's interesting because he doesn't have a militarist ruler, but he seems to be acting like it. Failed promises. If it's a fight they want, they shall have it. What's the downside? Yeah, I'm not going to lose stability, please. I'll take the nothing happens. I hope... I'm not trying to sound cocky. I genuinely... this is freaking bad. Wait, lose influence? I thought it was gain influence. Oh, good. That's good. I changed my mind. That's good. Thank you, game. We need that. We need that big time. Love you long time. There. Yay. Yay, economic modifier. Feels good, man. I'm scared of the Ottomans. Ottomans are making claims on Venice, dude. If the Ottomans attack Venice, then obviously we can too. We do have a truce right now, but the Ottomans could pave our way for success. It's 1 year. 1 year truce. So, Operation Hijack Cyprus, guys? When the Ottomans attack Mamelukes, I'm interested about that one. And maybe grab whatever else. Also, Operation Attack Venice and get Negropont as well, which is Catholic. So I'm about to finish a cog, which means this guy has no general, so it's going to be 8 versus 8. We are converting our lands up, guys. That's good. Devotion, yearly devotion going to start going up. My poor economy is breaking due to this bloody navy that we have. And I'm so poor, but we must fight these rebels. I've got no manpower. Now if we lose this, guys, we're going to feel the pain. For sure. God dang it. I'm going to hire Merc. God dang it, dude. QQ rivals us. Okay. I've got no Kev. It's Highlands anyway. Please. Please, I'm going to come in from here because we didn't get negative rolls, but we did from the Gulf there. I don't know why it makes a difference. Hopefully it does again. I don't want to see negative 3 to rolls. We can still make... We can soon make claims off of claims. Come on, baby, come on, baby. No, negative rolls. Wow. But we win with negative 3. Oh, thank goodness, dude. That was stressing me out. Wow. Now we've got the other rebels that we have to deal with. You know what? Our loans are higher, though. You know, so what? We have debt. We're gonna begin to have debt. Because we're doing so well here, I can begin to reduce the interest and the inflation from the Pope. So that's going to be good. And otherwise, we're beginning to convert our country up, which is going to start giving us yearly devotion. Sort that out. The religious unity is just good, clear across the board. We're sitting at 3 stability, and on that happy note, guys, of me making my first mistake of the series and almost costing us in the most devastating way, but we redeemed ourselves, and by redeemed ourselves, I mean survived. On that happy note, I think that's actually going to be it for this episode. So it was the most mundane and boring episode so far. It's going to happen. Regardless, I hope you guys are in this one for the long haul, and I'm feeling a little bit better about our diplomacy. I think the Ottomans probably think we've got fairly good diplomacy right now, but I would really like to integrate Circassia, make another ally, especially this guy here, as he's expanding. There is potential for him to become emperor again, and he's sort of a bit of a powerhouse. In fact, he might sort of become a great power off of that. I feel like we have more opportunities opening up to us with the likelihood of the Ottomans attacking the Mamluks and that kind of thing coming up. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode where we kind of struggle and hold on again, but hopefully do some stuff. Thanks. I'll see you then.